Scan on this BMW 1 Series 2016 1.5 diesel. Basically, he's been to another garage, had all lights on, drivetrain fault come up on the dash, but the guys took it away thinking yes, all good, but the lights not come back on, but it's just not driving right, it's gutless. So I've just scanned it, and we're just gonna have a look and see what we've got. This is using the Thinkcar Euro Max diagnostic tool. Okay, continue. So read fault codes. Right, so charge pressure sensor, so that's boost sensor. Air mass measures too high compared to the calculated mass. Charge pressure again, charge pressure, charge pressure. Okay, so it's all related to boost pressure. Right, so what I'm gonna do is we'll clear them down for now, so we know where we are. Next step, let's see what data we can see on the scanner. So read data stream, diagnostic request. In the search bar up here, I'm just going to type pressure. Right, so I've got charge pressure there, and charge and pressure what it's meant to be. So we can see and compare the two. Okay, already there's a difference there. So nominal value is what the car thinks it, how it's running now, the pressure should be. So if we watch that, when I rev it up, yeah, so that's changing. So the actual charge pressure should change with that and be roughly the same, but it's stuck at 4100 millibar pressure, so it's doing nothing. So that gives us somewhere we could start. Maybe I think I'm still going to do a smoke test on it and just see if we've got any leaks on there, because some of the other codes sound like there might be a tiny air leak as well on the inlet side. So and then we have a look at the boost sensor. Here she is. Just having a look round, see if I can see anything. Like if you had a split pipe, sometimes you might see some, like, you know, wetness, a bit of oil seepage somewhere. So everything looks okay. So I've got the smoke machine ready to go. Just put the airbag in there, in the inlet pipe. It goes there. Got it connected to an earth and power. Right, so it's pumped up, so nothing will escape. On. So if I pull it up here, you can see already the smoke being created. So I've had that running now for a few minutes and no signs of any smoke, so that rules out any leaks on the boost pipes and the inlet pipes. Next step, let's have a look at that charge pressure sensor. So I think that's the one there. You can just see it over there. So I've got a little trick. What we're going to do is unplug it. Let's see if we can unplug it. Right, so I've unplugged it. Switch ignition on or start up, should be okay. And then if we get a code for like charge pressure sensor shorted out or short circuit, there we go. We know for a fact that's going to be the sensor. So, because that does look like it could be a map sensor, but I'm pretty sure that's a charge pressure sensor on this. As you can see, I've got a new code. Charge pressure sensor signal short circuit. So, yeah, sometimes not the best way to find the sensor, but yeah, it's the quickest. If you're in a quick diagnostic process, no harm in doing that. So we know that's the sensor we need to be looking at now. Next step is just have a general look around the sensor. Any corrosion, any green in there, no, it's all okay. 3 wires all back, give them a gentle tug, all okay. So that's a 3-wire sensor, so that's a 5-volt reference circuit sensor. So quite a nice one to test, and I'll show you how I'm going to do it. So this is a 5-volt reference circuit sensor, so 3 wires. So 1 wire we're going to see 5 volts the whole time. 1 wire we see a good ground, good earth, and the other one's a signal. So this signal wire will work between 0.5 volts with ignition on and 4.5 volts. That's what the engine ECU will see, and we're going to test and see what we've got. Test sensor. So I've got the Curien N2 Neuron here. Brilliant multimeter and does scope functions as well, or Bluetooth, so connect up to the iPad. Will be brilliant for this sort of job. So I've got a good ground there. Going to go to a good power to test the multimeter. So yeah, 12 volts. We know the multimeter's working all okay. So let's go to the sensor. First wire. Let's get you a light. .5 volts. So we know the first wire there, 5 volt, that's the main 5 volt we need for the reference circuit. Let's go to the next one. To see, but I've gone to the middle wire there and we've got 0 volts. So we know that's a good earth, so we've got good earth, happy with that. So, hard to see, but we're in the last wire of the sensor there, the third wire. That's going to be the signal wire. Like I said, this with ignition on, this will work between 0.5 volts and 4.5 volts. That's its range. Already, we can see it with 4.69 volts, a bit too high, but I've got another test, what will be really good using the Curien N2 and show you the benefits why this is such a brilliant tool. So, we're still hooked up using the Curien Bluetooth multimeter. Inside the vehicle, ain't got to worry about wires or nothing like that, and you're going to see me rev it. So, the signal should be changing, the pressure's changing, look, nothing, barely changing at all, hardly changing at all. So that confirms to me that is the fault, and we've got a boost pressure sensor fault. So going to get a new one ordered, probably a genuine one from BMW, and get it fitted a bit later on. But yeah, proven fault there, not just going off fault codes. We've tested and we've confirmed. Happy days. So I've got the new sensor here. Here we go, genuine BMW part. Pulled the old sensor out to replace it. Look how gummed up it is. Can't be doing it any good anyway. So, just goes just in there. There we go. Just going to put the torque screw in there and all good to go. Run some more tests, see how it's fixed. So new sensor in, just gone straight onto the signal wire again. Look, completely different voltage. So what I'm going to do now is start it up and see the difference in the signal when we rev it, because before it was doing nothing. Once again, let's see what we've got with it running. There we go, revving it up. Well, you can see this completely different sensor pressure changing the whole time. So that's the signal there, going back to the ECU. Even sounds a lot better. The Thinkcar diagnostic tool back up, gone on to data readings again, charging pressure and charging pressure nominal value. You can see they're practically mirroring each other now, and change when you accelerate as well. There we go. Just come back from a road test as well. Happy how it drives, so another one done. So I've got the new sensor here. Here we go, genuine BMW part. Pulled the old sensor out to replace it. Look how gummed up it is. Can't be doing it any good anyway. So, just goes just in there. There we go. Just going to put the torque screw in there and all good to go. Run some more tests, see how it's fixed. So new sensor in, just gone straight onto the signal wire again. Look, completely different voltage. So what I'm going to do now is start it up and see the difference in the signal when we rev it, because before it was doing nothing. Once again, let's see what we've got with it running. There we go, revving it up. Well, you can see this completely different sensor pressure changing the whole time. So that's the signal there, going back to the ECU. Even sounds a lot better. The Thinkcar diagnostic tool back up, gone on to data readings again, charging pressure and charging pressure nominal value. You can see they're practically mirroring each other now, and change when you accelerate as well. There we go. Just come back from a road test as well. Happy how it drives, so another one done.